So you know how countries everywhere have poured tons of cash, like millions or even billions, into these massive construction projects? Well, some of them turned out to be total flops. I mean, seriously, they should have just scrapped them from the get-go. Let's take a closer look at some of the most pointless mega projects ever dreamed up. Get ready to dive into the world of the most useless mega projects ever built. Alright, let's keep the ball rolling with the cursed H3 Interstate. Now, Hawaii, with its stunning beaches and tropical vibes, might seem like the last place you'd find a colossal blunder like the H3 Interstate. But lo and behold, there it is, snaking its way through the island landscape. Despite its name suggesting some grand connection to the mainland, the H3 actually only stretches about 15 miles, from downtown Honolulu to Marine Corps Base Hawaii. But get this, it cost a mind-boggling $1.3 billion to build. That's like $80 million per mile. Crazy, right? Now, back in 1960, when they first greenlit this project, the locals weren't exactly thrilled, and who can blame them? The construction meant bulldozing through sacred sites and uprooting centuries-old trees, all of which held deep significance for native Hawaiians. Despite fierce protests, construction plowed ahead, and by 1989, they were breaking ground. Fast forward 8 long years, and the H3 finally opened its lanes to the public in 1997. But here's the kicker: hardly anyone uses it. Many locals avoid it like the plague, fearing they'll incur the wrath of ancient curses as they cruise past desecrated sacred grounds. So much for a smooth drive through paradise, huh? Now, on to the St. Francis Dam disaster. Picture this: Los Angeles in the early 1900s was booming and thirsty for water. So, they bring in William Mulholland, a self-taught engineer, to work his magic and build them the biggest arch-supported dam the world has ever seen. Construction kicked off in 1924, and by 1926, the St. Francis Dam was towering over San Francisco Canyon, ready to hold a whopping 12 billion gallons of water. But here's where things went south. Cracks started appearing, leaks sprung up, and Mulholland brushed it off as no biggie. But on March 12, 1928, disaster struck. The dam gave way, unleashing a 120-foot wall of water that tore through everything in its path, leaving devastation in its wake. It was a tragic engineering failure, claiming over 400 lives and leaving a scar on LA's history that would never fade. Now, let's shift gears to the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, a marvel of modern engineering that promises to shrink travel time between 3 bustling cities from hours to mere minutes. Stretching over 34 miles, this bridge is a testament to human ingenuity. But here's the kicker: hardly anyone's using it. With a jaw-dropping price tag of $18.8 billion, you'd expect this megastructure to be teeming with traffic. But nope, there's a catch. You need a golden ticket, a crossing permit, and they're about as elusive as a unicorn. Only the elite few get the nod, and even then, there's a daily cap on applicants. It's like they're going out of their way to keep people off the bridge. Some speculate it's a ploy to ease Hong Kong's overcrowding, but that begs the question: why drop a small fortune on a bridge just to mothball it? It's a head-scratcher, that's for sure. With that being said, the Crazy Horse Memorial is a grandiose tribute to a Native American hero that's been decades in the making. Conceived in 1939 to immortalize the legendary Crazy Horse, this mammoth sculpture was meant to rival even Mount Rushmore in scale. Fast forward to today, and all we've got to show for it is a partially completed face, courtesy of sculptor Korzak Zielkowski. Despite decades of fundraising and tourist dollars pouring in, progress has been painfully slow, leaving many to wonder if it'll ever be finished. To add insult to injury, the memorial sits on sacred land, a stark betrayal of the very heritage it purports to honor. It's a poignant reminder of the perils of ego-driven projects and the importance of honoring the past. Now, let's explore the curious case of the abandoned Amazon Stadium. Picture this: it's 2014 and Brazil is gearing up to host the World Cup, and excitement is in the air. With soccer fever gripping the nation, Brazil spared no expense in constructing state-of-the-art stadiums to dazzle the world. But amidst a flurry of construction, one stadium stands out for all the wrong reasons. Nestled in the heart of the Amazon rainforest lies the Arena de Amazonia, a behemoth of a stadium that left many scratching their heads. You see, Manaus, the city where the stadium was built isn't exactly the most accessible place. With no roads connecting it to the coast, all the building materials had to be shipped up the winding Amazon River, a logistical nightmare that came with a hefty price tag. But the challenges didn't end there. The scorching temperatures of the rainforest wreaked havoc on the stadium's pristine grass pitch, turning it a less than appetizing shade of brown. In a desperate attempt to salvage the situation, event organizers resorted to painting the grass green, a quick fix for a stadium that cost a staggering $300 million. Yet, despite its grandiose beginnings, the Arena de Amazonia's post-World Cup life has been anything but glamorous. The local team, Nacional, struggles to fill even a fraction of the stadium's 44,300-seat capacity, with attendance rarely exceeding 3,000. It's a stark reminder of the stadium's misplaced ambition and its descent into obscurity. Apart from the occasional Christian concert, the once bustling arena now sits eerily empty, a ghost of its former glory. Now, let's delve into a few more of these eyebrow-raising projects, starting with the giant moving Gundam statue. In the realm of robotics, Japan has always been at the forefront of innovation. But the giant Gundam suit in Yokohama takes things to a whole new level of extravagance. Standing tall at a whopping 59 feet, this colossal model, inspired by the iconic RX-78-2 mech suit from the Gundam anime series, is a sight to behold. However, don't expect any heroic feats of engineering from this mammoth machine. Despite its impressive stature, it's more of a novelty than a practical invention. Sure, it can take a few slow steps forward and strike a pose or two, but when it comes to defending Earth from alien invasions, it's definitely not your go-to option. Yet despite its limited functionality, this shiny tourist attraction comes with a hefty price tag, rumored to be in the ballpark of millions. Moving on to a project that stirred up quite the political storm, the U.S.-Mexico border wall. Originally touted as a solution to curb illegal immigration, this ambitious undertaking has fallen short of its promises. With only a fraction of the proposed 1,000-mile wall completed, and much of it consisting of refurbished sections, it's clear that the project has hit a few snags along the way. But perhaps the most glaring issue is its staggering cost. With a price tag of over $15 billion and ongoing maintenance expenses reaching billions more, it's become a financial burden for taxpayers. And as for Mexico footing the bill, well, that remains nothing more than a distant dream. Finally, let's take a look at Malaysia's Forest City. Touted as a beacon of environmental sustainability and urban innovation, this ambitious development has failed to live up to its lofty aspirations. Despite grand plans and sky-high price tags, the project has struggled to attract buyers, with only a fraction of its units sold and occupancy rates dismal. To make matters worse, the construction of Forest City has wrought irreparable damage to protected wetlands, further tarnishing its reputation. With its exorbitant price tag and environmental toll, it serves as a stark reminder of the pitfalls of unchecked development. What's your take on these ambitious, yet ultimately unsuccessful projects? Do you think there are lessons to be learned from their shortcomings? Or do you believe they were simply inevitable risks of innovation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to suggest topics for our future videos.